million who live in poverty, counting on economic growth alone hasn't been enough. Despite being the second fastest growing region in the world, Africa continues to see a persistence of poverty. Tanzania is an East African nation that has long enjoyed periods of stability and peace amongst warring neighbors. Despite being one of the fastest growing economies in Africa, more than 1/3 of the population still lives on less than $1.25 a day. That's 15 million people in poverty, which is more than the 9 million poor 20 years ago. From the economic capital of Dar es Salaam, Tulanana Bohela went looking for the causes.
In the heart of Dar es Salaam, this is Kariakor Market. It's East Africa's largest market, providing anything from clothing to local produce to building materials. Tens of thousands of dollars exchange hands here every day, perhaps an indication of Tanzania's growing economy that has had an annual GDP of 6% for close to 10 years. Fueling this growth are expanding service industries, particularly in computing and communications, financial services, construction and mining. It's created jobs for Tanzania's growing middle class, people like Ngasuma Kanyeka. Ngasuma started her media consulting firm 4 years ago after spotting a gap in the market.
Because there's no expertise in the service sector, we do well because we are capable of delivering a service that's required. We're capable of being critical, being analytical. We're capable of communicating, and we're capable of helping people do that.
But although some people are doing well, all this economic growth has yet to benefit the vast majority of Tanzania's population. Poverty remains stubbornly high, particularly in rural areas. 70% of Tanzanians rely on agriculture for their livelihood, but the development of the sector has faced many challenges.
I would like the government to support our watermelon farming. We need proper tools, also cheaper fertilizers and insecticides. Our watermelon harvest will then be successful and we could have a better life.
With an annual population growth of almost 3%, providing enough income to feed all those extra mouths is a continuing challenge. As well as a focus on agriculture, the government is hoping to help the very poorest households by giving out cash grants, averaging $10 a month. It's cash that will allow families to feed and educate their children.
There are about 1 million households who need the money. Half of those people have been registered and we've been able to give cash to about 1/4 of them. That's around 250,000 households who'll get a grant. We're hoping to register all the households by the end of March and pay them by July.
Despite its good economic performance, Tanzania has an enormous mountain to climb if it's going to make serious inroads in reducing poverty. It is heading in the right direction, but eliminating extreme poverty by 2030 looks like a very ambitious target. Tulanana Bohela, BBC News, Dar es Salaam.
What policies